Hey, I'm out on one of my favorite rivers, probably because it's so close to my house. It's only about a 30-minute drive where everything else is about an hour. Some big fish pulled out of this place. Early in the pre-spawn there were a couple 10s that were pulled out, and today I'm gonna go around. It's a little bright, so we'll throw a jig, see if we can get on a frog bite somewhere, and throw a big swim bait and just, you know, see if we can find some big fish. So let's go catch some fish. As you can tell by looking into the water, I've got my boat pointed into the current. So there's a tree in front of me to the right there that I'm just casting by that makes a nice little current break for the fish to set up on. This river is part of one of many tributaries for the Albemarle Sound, which isn't tidal influenced, strangely enough, even though it's connected to the Atlantic Ocean. It's affected by wind, so west wind across the sound will move the water to the east and draw down all of the rivers, and the fish will follow like in any other situation that you would have water fluctuating. And the same is true when there's a eastern wind that would cause the water to raise. They'll follow the water up into the trees. There we go. Oh. Oh my. Oh, that was a big fish. Oh, I was not expecting that. Bullshit. A little disheartening to lose a fish that big right away, but you know, that's just part of fishing. Probably some mistakes I made that could have done better. But here I'm just continuing to throw the Magdraft here on a owner screw lock. I believe it's a 7/0 head, 1/4 ounce weight, adjusting speed, tempo. Try to give you know, fish somewhat of a reaction. Try to get a reaction out of them. I think I said my displeasure into the camera there. There are some really big fish in this river. Down here. Oh my. You're coming in the boat. Oh my God. Oh my God. Dude, sweet baby Jesus, that's a largemouth bass right there. Oh, holy cow. Look at that thing. Is that not enormous? Oh, on a Magdraft. Oh, we gotta get a weight. Oh. You would have thought I caught a state record by my energy, not even a personal best. That is an absolute monster of a fish. Oh man, oh, I almost didn't come out fishing today because it was later in the afternoon. Oh yeah, I wonder how big that fish was I just lost. Oh, 670, 679, that's what it's locked in at. All right, that fish looks a lot bigger than 6'7", but all right. Cool. That's a big fish. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah. Goodbye. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about these, but we're gonna try it out for ourselves. And this is the worst one from what I've heard too, which is the slow sink, but keep it in mind. of you that don't know, this is a 6 cents hangover. A lot of people in the swim bait community unhappy with the way it swims. We'll see for ourselves. And this one is unmodified, straight out of the package. Bang, that guy. I found the bait, specifically the 6 cents hangover, the slow sink version, to swim pretty well. Not when retrieved quickly. I guess you could add nail weights to the belly to it. One thing that's recommended is removing the split ring and then making sure that the hook is all the way back into the tail of the dorsal fin, so it doesn't fold over on itself and makes it run a little truer. But overall, pretty decent action. See if it actually catches, but right now, I like it. All right, let's move. Yep, I made a move, went fishing other spots, and then ended up coming back here. There were just too many fish loaded in this area that I had found, and I didn't have a whole lot of time on the water, so I just wanted to see how many I could put in the boat. Here I'm just throwing a Texas rig Yama Senko. It's just a smaller profile of a Senko on a, I believe, 3/16 ounce weight, and just dragging it across the bottom there. Oh! Dang. All right. Oh, they're still here. Back to what I was talking about earlier about the wind and the current. So as you can tell by looking at the water, there's not much moving water now due to the wind. So when the wind died down, the current stopped flowing, and it's, like I said, it's pretty obvious here. Yeah. You like they're real aggressive.
Wilson.
What I obviously cut out is all of the different techniques that I tried. So I threw a frog, I threw a jig. Right here I was throwing a chatterbait. That's pretty much my confidence bait anywhere I go when I'm looking for fish. But here I was just flipping some trees. I'd missed a couple on a frog. Water was low, so much like in tidal, when the water's low, I try to focus on hard cover where the fish can be stuck to it. Just a good place for them to ambush. Right. Catching fish and having a sunset, even better. Being greedy, I would like another one, and it looks like that's going to happen looking at live scope. That might not look like much, but you could see, I don't know if you could see that, those really bright returns at the end. Those are fish. It's just the edge of the hump there, and they're just right on the end of it. So don't worry though about those noises. That's just the rocks that are beneath us. Come on, where are those fish? There they are. Here, fishy. Where the fish? Where the fish? Where the fish at? Come on. I see them floating around there. There's a bunch of them. So there's some right here. You can see it's a brighter return. There's one right there. They got shadows. There were some out on the end here. That looks like another one right there. If I pan around, I don't know if those are bass or not. They are. Usually bass are horizontally separated, so that could be them, but there's a little bit of vertical separation. Oh, let's find out. I almost didn't come back here because the current's like almost gone. Well, those are bass. They're not hungry. Another interesting trick for trying to find out if the water is falling or rising is by looking at the trees. So you see how there's like about a foot of like a wet mark on the trees? That's usually indicative that the water is falling, because it takes a while for it to dry out once it's saturated. But if the water's coming up, it'll just be like a couple of inches of water around them, unless it just started falling. Knew they'd be back here. Not quite as exciting as the one from earlier, but not bad fish. I'm gonna leave myself a little more line. Not gonna lie. Oh, bite me. Not bad. All right, let's catch. Oh yeah. Knew they'd be back here. Not quite as exciting as the one from earlier, but not bad fish. I'm gonna leave myself a little more line. Not gonna lie. Oh, bite me. Not bad. All right, let's catch another one before we get off the water. Yes. Oh, that Magdraft is destroyed. I need to buy more of these. Oh, he smoked it too. Dang. I don't think all the mend it in the world's gonna fix that. Well, let's see how it runs. Oof. Let's just get a different one. Damn. Plowing through these things. Can't say it was a bad day for only having a few hours to come out on the water. Catch them on a Magdraft, that's a lot of fun. If you're curious about the Magdraft size comparison to the Hangover, which I didn't catch one on the Hangover, but I kind of like it. It's almost the same size. Magdraft's a lot thicker. You get that treble hook in there too, so. I only have the Solix one, as I said, but I I really love a Magdraft. I'm kind of obsessed with them now. If you're worried about thinking it's like too big of a bait, it's almost the same size as a chatterbait. And if I show you this, I think it was Matty Wong showed it in one of his videos. He just took one and he was just like just crumple it up in your hand, and like how small it is. And think about like a bass eating that. Like even a 2-pounder. I just caught one that's no big deal, but didn't rip up so easily. But I hope you enjoyed my video. Had a great time, and I'll be back out tomorrow, so look for the next video. Thanks for watching.